Ikigai by Hector Garcia and Francis Morales. A long life, a sense of purpose, deep happiness. What if all three of these fundamental notions came from the same place? This book summary outlines the Japanese concept of Ikigai, which encompasses your reason for living, your life goal, and your source of longevity. You will discover how you can live a long, full, and happy life by finding your Ikigai and following a few simple health tips. In this summary of Ikigai by Hector Garcia and the Francis Morales, you will also learn what flow is and why it is so important, how karaoke keeps you young, and why friendships are your most important asset. Chapter 1. A deep purpose in life is the secret to longevity. Are you interested in living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life? Who isn't? The secret to doing so may be found in the island of Okinawa in southern Japan, home to the highest concentration of centenaries in the world. And these island dwellers' secret to longevity may boil down to just one word, Ikigai, which roughly translates to your reason for living or your inner motivation for a specific professional activity. It can also be described as the intersection between the four different elements: what you are passionate about, where your skills lie, how you can earn a living, and what the world needs. Many Japanese believe that everyone has a ikigai or destiny that they were born to fulfill. However, while some people find their ikigai quickly, others must seek it out over time. If you fall into this latter category, it is important to persist. After all, ikigai will ultimately be what motivates you to get out of the bed in the morning. That's why Okinawans often attain a high degree of specialization and attention to detail in their daily work. For instance, in an Okinawan paintbrush factory, the authors met an skilled craftswoman who had spent her entire life perfecting the art of attaching individual hairs to a brush. At this stage in her career, she was able to do her job with stunning dexterity and skill. What's more, Ikigai is also the key to longevity. So if your Ikigai is your job, you should never retire. And if your Ikigai is a hobby that brings you meaning and joy, don't ever give it up. Okinawans abide by these rules and as a result remain active late into their lives. If they are forced into retirement, they still find way to remain active, such as by doing gardening or other work in their community. The benefit of these commitments are clear. Medical studies conducted in Okinawan centenarians have found extremely low rate of heart disease and dementia. Chapter 2. An active mind and low stress are key to a long life. Any doctor can tell you that a healthy mind and a body are essential to aging with grace. In practice, however, the former is often ignored. Such common neglect of the mind is a shame, as it's just as important to a long life as your physical health. In fact, in the same way that a sedentary lifestyle adversely impacts your body and emotions, a lack of mental work weakens your neural connections, which is why it's important to exercise your brain in a different ways. The neuroscientist even argues that the elderly people lose the brain flexibility because they get trapped in the pattern and routines, refusing to try out the new activities. So, how can you give your brain a work? Well, it can actually be quite simple. Any mind game like chess or cards will do the trick. But if you want to go further, getting out of the house, meeting other people, and experiencing the social interaction are about the best exercise your brain can get. Another secret to longevity is avoiding stress. In fact, premature aging has been linked to stress in a number of scientific studies. Since stresses produce undue wear and tear on the body and the mind. For instance, in a study done in a Heidelberg University, a series of strenuous job interviews were administered to an aspiring young doctor. during which he was asked to solve the complex mathematical equations. When his blood was then sampled, it indicated that the stress of the interview had caused the release of antibodies, as if he has been infected by the virus or bacteria. If such a threat had existed, this immune response would be essential to wiping it out, but antibodies also attack healthy cells, leading the body to age faster than it should. Therefore, reducing stress is the key to living a long life, and you can do it in a number of pleasant ways. Just try practicing mindfulness, doing yoga, or taking time to exercise, all of which give you a chance to calm down and observe your body and your mind more closely. Chapter 3. An intensive Japanese therapy form called Morita therapy help people overcome stress, anxiety, burnout, stress. These conditions are becoming more and more common in modern life, and few people can escape them. As it turns out, Japan is no exception, and the country's working culture can actually be quite intense. That being said, Japan has a tool that other countries lack. It's called Morita therapy, and it can help you cope with stress. This technique was invented by Shoma Morita, a psychotherapist and Buddhist practitioner. Originally, it was developed to deal with chronic anxiety, obsessions, and compulsions. However, it also works great for the stress and burnouts. Unlike some Western therapy, which tends to focus on using the thoughts to influence feeling and actions, say through positive thinkings, Morita therapy takes the opposite approach. So, in Morita therapy, patients are asked to pay attention to and accept their feelings without attempting to change them. From there, they take particular actions to create a new emotions, which gradually replaces the old one. There are 4 stages of the therapy. Beginning with the phase of complete rest, for around a week, the patient lies in bed, free of all distractions. She isn't allowed to consume media, receive visitors, or even speak, and her only human contact is the small amount of supervision by the psychotherapist. During this stage, the patient simply observes her emotions as they come and go. In second stage, the patient begins to integrate repetitive activities into her daily routines. These include writing diaries, taking walks, and doing a number of breathing exercises. In the third stage, these activities become more physical and creative. In cooperative tasks like wood cutting and painting, the series of activity produces a new set of emotions in the patient. She begins to feel joy, equanimity, and the engagement. And finally, after completing these 3 stages, the patient is ready for stage 4, re-entering the world with a newfound sense of calm and purpose. Getting plenty of rest and space from distractions in this way is great for your health, but at a certain point, you will need to find something upon which to focus your attention. This is where Ikigai comes back into the picture. Chapter 4. Immersing yourself in an activity can help keep you young. Imagine you are skiing down a beautiful powdery slope. Skiing is your absolute favorite thing in the world, and you are in a state of complete blissful focused engagement. You feel as if you could do this for the rest of your life. You just might want to live forever. And the good news is, seeking out activity that produce such a state will increase your enjoyment of life and therefore your longevity. That's why such experiences should be prioritized over hedonistic ones like overeating, substance abuse, or media entertainment, which people often indulge in out of boredom. Flow is even shared across culture and types of people. As a result, chess players, engineers, and painters can all find themselves in a state of flow. But beyond that, it's healthy for the mind, since it focuses you on a single object for a sustained period. Ideally, your Ikigai, that is, your main life occupation. That being said, when you're setting out to experience a state of flow, Calibrating the level of difficulty is essential. After all, if you choose a task that's too easy, you will get bored and distracted, hindering you from attaining it. On the other hand, if your activity is too hard, you will struggle, get stressed out, and eventually give up. So start from where you are at. For instance, if you decide to learn a new language, start at basic level that gently challenges you. Or if you are bored with the skill you already have, say computer programming language, you can push the boundary of your knowledge maybe by learning a new coding language. By engaging your interest in a new exciting way, you can find flow once again. Chapter 5. A few simple recommendations from some old timer can help you live longer. You already know some basics to increase your longevity, but in the end, nobody knows how to live a long life better than those who actually are living one. So, let's take a look at the advice of Okinawan centenarians. The first tip these old folks recommend is that you worry as little as possible and make a habit of greeting others, even strangers, with a smile and an open heart. By doing so, they say you will maintain plenty of friendships throughout your year and make your grandchildren want to visit you all the time. Such constant stimulation will help keep you young. Beyond that, they are conscious that excessive worrying about things you can't change only causes unnecessary stress. For instance, worrying that you are not good enough or haven't had a successful enough career will only waste your life energy. Instead, the centenarians wisely advise you to enjoy what you have. If you do, they say, you will likely realize you have much more than you thought. But cutting out worry isn't the only centenarian recommendation for a long life. Another is the cultivation of good habits. For instance, waking up early in the morning is primarily a matter of habit. After doing it for a few years, it will happen automatically. Beyond that, rising at an early hour will give you the extra hour of the quiet in the morning to drink your tea, clean your house, and tend to your garden. The last of these is especially important as Okinawan centenarians believe that one of the primary reasons of their long life is that they grow their own vegetables and cook their own food. This makes perfect sense as a garden to table diet is very healthy. Finally, perhaps the most important habit of all for a long life is to enjoy and maintain your friendship. Recognizing this, Okinawans spend time chatting with their neighbors every single day. Chapter 6. The magic Okinawan diet is based on variety and small portions. The Japanese diet has been in the spotlight for years, ever since Japan made a name for itself as a country with the longest life expectancy. That being said, people live longer in Okinawa province. To find out why, Mayuko Suzuki, a heart specialist, did several studies on the Okinawan diet beginning in the 1970s. Here is what he found out. First, the Okinawan diet contains an incredible variety of foods. In fact, locals of this island eat up to 206 varieties of food on the regular basis, including a number of herbs and spices. For instance, every day they eat 5 separate portions of fruits and vegetables. They like to determine that they are eating enough variety by ensuring their plates contain all the colors of the rainbows. The base of the diet is grain like rice or noodles, while seasoning like salt and sugar are used sparingly. In fact, Okinawans eat 60% less sugar and 50% less salt than other Japanese natives who already eat a diet that's relatively healthy by the global standards. So, variety is important, but so is the small portion size. To abide by the second aspect, Okinawans say that you should stop eating when you are around 80% full. In other words, you should remain a little bit hungry. There is even a word for this concept in Japanese. It is called hara hachi bu, and Simple way to achieve it include avoiding dessert or reducing portion size. To practice the latter, Okinawan typically serve their food on small plates with portion of rice, vegetable, miso soup and small snacks. They instinctively know that eating less is good for you, and modern science has actually confirmed the benefit of calorie reduction. By eating fewer calories, you can limit the level of protein known as insulin-like growth factor. When too much of the protein exists in the body, cells age faster. As a result, eating less directly correlates to a longer life. Chapter 7. Antioxidant-rich food are essential for rejuvenating a long life. Superfood has swept the earth in the recent years, changing the way people think about the diet as medicine. There are few Japanese variety of these food you don't want to miss out. The first one is green tea, a rejuvenating beverage loaded with antioxidants. Recent studies have found that this beverage, one of the most popular in Okinawa, is a popular promoter of longevity. Unlike a number of other tea, green tea is air dried and left unfermented. Because of this, it retains its active elements, including antioxidant, and has been found to lower bad cholesterol, manage blood sugar levels, improve circulation, and even ward off infections. To make this miracle drink even more potent, Okinawans add jasmine to their green tea. This herb improves the cardiovascular health and boosts the immune functions. But green tea isn't for everyone. If you prefer an alternative, give white tea a try. It actually has even higher antioxidant level than green tea. But is there an Okinawan superfood that you can actually bite into? You need look no further than shikunawa, a citrus fruit that's another antioxidant loaded. This traditional Japanese fruit is so acidic that this juice needs to be diluted before you can consider consuming it. It has a high concentration of nobilatin, a plant substance that's particularly rich in antioxidant. While other type of citrus like lemon and oranges contain some nobilatin, shikuwasa contains 40 times more than your average orange. As a result, the fruit is highly popular in Okinawa, where it's used as an ingredient in a number of typical dishes and even baked into cake. That being said, you might have a hard time getting your hand on this obscure Japanese citrus. If so, don't sweat it. Just try other citrus food or opt for broccoli, salmon, strawberries or apricot, all of which are high in antioxidants. Chapter 8. Movement, even in simple form, is a fundamental aspect of long life. Have you ever met older people who seem full of energy despite their age? Well, chances are that they lived a long life because they have been physically active throughout their life. In fact, movement in general is important to living a long and happy life, and it doesn't have to be too intense either. Observing the residents of Okinawa suggests that sports and fitness are much less important than simple regular movements. For instance, elderly Okinawan walk around their neighborhood, work in their gardens, and even get on stage at karaoke bars. The key to their activity isn't its intensity, but the fact that it never stops. But if you don't want to take their word for it, consider what modern science has to say. According to health expert Gavin Bradley, sitting adversely impacts your health. He found that after just a half hour sitting in a chair, the metabolism slows down, disrupting the healthy digestion of fat. What's more, sitting for 2 hours causes the good cholesterol level to drop. Okinawans also partake in a more concerted form of exercise. It is called Radio Teso, and it's basically warm-up common for Okinawans and Japanese native in general. It is practiced in morning or throughout the day, often in large groups. It's very common, and certain Okinawan school, business and old folk home gather as a community to do these exercises every morning. Originally, the routine was even broadcast on the radio, hence the radio is in its name. But today, most people tune their daily workout on television or online. For instance, one movement is to lift your arm above your head before bringing them down. Your slides in a circular motion. So, the key message of this book is living a long, happy, healthy life depends on eating well and getting plenty of exercise. But longevity extends beyond such simple daily practices. By finding a purpose, what drives you each and every day, you can focus your energy and extend your years on earth. In Japanese culture, there is a belief that only imperfect objects like cracked teacup can be truly beautiful. This concept is known as wabi-sabi, and it can help you find more enjoyment in your day-to-day life. So, try to let go of the quest for the imperfection that's so common in life and instead accept the beauty that lies in the life's imperfection. The result will be extra energy, less stress and longer life. If you like this book summary, please do like, share and subscribe this video. Thank you.